Now, we're waiting on another person to call in. Penny Williams from American Indian Support. Ready? All right, here we go. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Quay Quay. My name is Penny Gamble Williams. My people are the Chappaquiddick tribe of the Wampanoag Nation in Massachusetts. I give thanks to Manitou, the Great Spirit, and the creator of all things for this beautiful day to celebrate Indigenous people. The land where everyone is gathered is Piscataway land. The Piscataway are the caretakers and keepers of the rivers, the tributaries, and the Chesapeake Bay. Much respect to my longtime friend, Chief Billy Redwing Tyak of the Piscataway Indian Nation. On this day, I remember Chief Turkey Tyak. As an elder, I feel that it is important to look back and remember events that impacted your life. And it gets me thinking about the spirit and the heart of the warriors whom I have met and worked with over the years. At this time, I would like to share a little bit about my journey. My activism seed was firmly planted at Malcolm X Park in July of 1978. And after talking with some friends back home in Providence, where I was born, Providence, Rhode Island, they asked me if I knew about the longest walk. And I had read about it in Akwesasne Notes, a Six Nations publication. So I knew that the Narragansetts and Wampanoags would be attending. So I had a lot to think about because my youngest of 5 children was about 15 months old and the oldest was 12. So I needed somebody to watch everybody because my husband had to work that day. So I got up really early after I found someone to watch my kids, grabbed my backpack, and I walked from Hyattsville, Maryland to take part in the longest walk. And what a powerful and historical day that was. As I stood by the 16th Street entrance, I witnessed the Lakota elders walking towards the opening of the park. They were carrying the sacred pipe and the medicine bundles. They were focused. It was so spiritual and transforming that it's been etched in my life and my mind since that time. The power of the drum and the songs deeply touched everyone who witnessed this. So after listening to the speakers and walking to Lafayette Park to take action, I knew what I had to do. So I volunteered to work in the Longest Walk office. I met AIM leaders, activists, elders, chiefs, spiritual leaders from all over Turtle Island. And later I met some sisters from Women of All Red Nations who held a conference that I decided to attend. I joined Women of All Red Nations that day. I met the Tyak family, and I found that they were totally immersed in the movement. Tyak territory was a place where people could go, plan, and organize, but it was also a place to regroup, to sweat, and to have ceremony. In 1980, I got involved with the Long Walk for Survival with Leonard Crow Dog, and that was also at Malcolm X Park. We gathered, we heard speakers, and we walked to the White House. Later, we met at Howard University, and that's where I met Bob Brown, who powerfully laid out the history of Howard University and talked about why red and black must work together and form alliances. And my late brother in the struggle, Dr. Julia, he challenged everybody and made us realize the importance of why we can't let the colonial capitalists, pollutionists, politicians, and corporate entities get away with anything. My years of attending Black Liberation Day in Malcolm X Park with my children and seeing Kwame Ture and Wabanini and hearing the drummers was also empowering. So today we reflect and we take note. I've made a list of important years, a timeline, so to speak, that shifted all life on this continent. The cries of the ancestors still ring in our ears. The blood that was shed remains deep in the soil. 1492, 1607, 1619, 1620, 1621, 1637, 1675, 1676, 1776, 1843, 2020. We are our ancestors. There is blood memory flowing within all of us. It's in our DNA. We are connected to them through the air, the water, and our beautiful Mother Earth. And our beautiful Mother Earth has absorbed it all. So we pray, we do ceremony to release the pain of genocide, loss of land, culture, and ways of life. And each day we are given an opportunity to strengthen and transform our lives so we can continue to work and do the work that our ancestors weren't unable to complete. So we are all related in this life, and we have much to learn. There's a passage from a book, an author, a friend of mine named Sharif Abdullah, and the book that he wrote was Creating a World That Works for All. And so he states that there are three major stories that have shaped the behavior of people. We have the original story, also known as the keepers. Then the dominant story, the breakers. The emergent story, the menders. That's who we are as activists. We are menders, we are healers. We bring awareness to what's going on and why we have to pay attention. So remember, for every action, there is a reaction. And the laws of the universe are our guide. So we have to go back to the root. We have to understand what our purpose is as we do the work. And so for us as elders, we must teach the next generation, for it is their turn now to carry that torch and to defend the sacred. So now is the time to stand up for the rights of all and reside in love. It's all about love. So as warriors for justice for the people, we have to maintain spiritual clarity. We have to see the vision, and we have to take action in unity and love for the good of all life. We have to honor the earth and walk in balance. So I say to all, Ayotash, stand strong. That's Ayotash in the Wampanoag language. I say Katabatashamu. Thank you all. Blessings.
Thank you, Penny Williams.